dozens of American flags, which is also just disturbing because essentially the message was clear. It was, this is my country. Because voters who are not going to get on board with democracy, they're a minority. You can marginalize them.
A revolutionary abolitionist movement. What do they want to do here? Liberation is by any means necessary. They're going to destroy the state, police, military, corporations, all who run what they call the American plantation. They'll live in a dignity in a world without prisons. Systems of punishment will be abolished. There'll be no law, no money to protect. So property, they say, is alive. It doesn't belong to anyone. Except they won't really be equal, right? There will be a system, because go down to number 10, militant networks will defend our revolutionary communities. Liberation begins where America dies. So that is what this is about. Liberation begins where America dies.
When obstructionists become too irritating, label them as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic. Constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind.
The patriots themselves had been ridiculed as extremists, racists, fright peddlers. The conspirators were ready to move one step closer to their hidden goals by precipitating mob violence.
Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
Mark my words, because we're about to really take away all your rights, and you're not going to be able to defend yourself.
We have to collectively, in essence, burn down the Republican Party. We have to level them, because if there are survivors, if there are people who weather this storm, they will do it again.
They're a minority. You can marginalize them.
Shunning, shaming these people is
You can marginalize them.
that these people are not fit for polite society.
Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs.
Burn down the Republican Party. We have to level them, because if there are survivors, if there are people who weather this storm, they will do it again.
Trump can still live in a version of the bubble that he and the 69 million morons who voted for him have lived in since 2015.
They are so nonsensical when it comes to this issue.
And we need people like George Soros. So please join me in welcoming George Soros.
It is the first time that I feel that I need to stand up and do something really and become really engaged in the electoral process.